All right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm JustMoparJoe. Today we're going to get back on our Dyno 440 build and get the bottom end sewn up on it. I'd like to go ahead and get it flipped over. We have a special oil pan. It is the Milodon road race pan, and I'll get to showing you that soon. But we had a little hiccup because Mancini actually recommended the wrong windage tray for this. So as it gets to roll here, you can see it's been dripping a little bit. I need to get that wiped up. But I want to show you the trays and their two differences real quick before we get our pan out. Here's what Mancini sent us and recommended for our pan, which is the road race pan. And here's what we had to have. So you'll notice the major difference here. I can set it on top. There we go. So provisions for either bolting your pickup. See, pickup will go through here and it has a tab, and the tab will bolt to the top of that main cap. If you'll remember, a long time ago I did a 413 build and they also recommended this one, and all I did was went ahead and cut out a hole here for the tab to go through and stick up. I opted to go ahead and get the new and correct windage tray for this because it also needed clearance here for that pickup's kind of extreme angle. So I think this was the better choice. The difference in part numbers, that's 32,000 and this is 32,006. So we got that ordered, boom, came right in. They both look good. I'll just I think I'm going to trade him and just keep this one and put our new one on in place. It all looks good. There we go. I've always been a two gasket kind of guy. A lot of people out there, they like to buy the trays that have the gasket made into them. I've got one around here I need to give to Rick Seaman. But I kind of like the two gaskets to go with your new tray. Everything's nice and tucked. Looks good. See, we get a little close on our balancer, but not too bad. Never, ever, ever is that going to walk into that. If it is, we've got more problems than just that touching. Recommended for this pan, screwed into the engine. And I had to actually clean all the gold iridate, or whatever they call that, off the threads for it to screw in nicely. And it threaded in fine. And I went ahead and looked up because here's my tab. There's my ARP bolt. And you can see if that tab's in place, it's too short. So I thought to myself, well, maybe some guy out there, whoever's making these, maybe they welded that tab on the wrong side, because it looks like if it was flipped over, it would line up about perfect. And I got on Summit's website and looked, and it says in the reviews, they sent me a tab with this that was incorrect. What am I supposed to do? And the next guy said, I called Milodon and they immediately shipped me the correct tab. So what this is for, best I can tell, is going back here to go through for the truck pan. Let me show you. I knew it kind of looked familiar. I believe this one would have been just fine for our truck pan if we had a truck pan, but this is not for a truck. So right now, as you can see, we need it to be longer, and I thought about just bringing it to the other shop and welding a 1-inch band on there, a piece of strap, then drilling a new hole and sticking it in. But if they'll send me a new one that is correct for free, we'll do that. But the other issue I'm having, it's not a big deal. That's why you got to check this stuff. The pan itself is definitely hitting my pickup tube here. There we go. Come on down. Yeah. So by about that much. And I don't want to bend it or modify it without having the new, having the strap in place. Because I can easily bend it. I can bring it over to my bench vise and bend it and whatever, but if this is in place, what needs to happen if it's getting bent is for that to go down far enough. Also, I need to keep in mind, or at least be aware of that crank throw on the other side. Crank or rod or anything going through. See the distance right there? Yeah, we got plenty of room. The throw and everything slightly over, so that should be able to go down just fine. I can't put the oil pan on today unless I get that fixed. And if they're gonna send me one, I'll wait on it. So it'll be a nicer part that is matched to everything else. But I just had to wait on the windage tray itself because we had the wrong windage tray. So I guess I can go ahead, take this windage tray back off, flip it over, and probably put my heads on today. That could be a little progress in our build. I measured for push rods earlier, so I know all that's coming. I like to use the old speed wrench and start them. That way I can feel the bolts if there's something weird, anything like that when it's screwing in. These are ARP bolts. I did a video on things to check before putting your heads on, and I did finally check those things today. Part number 18328 Chrysler pickup.
Okay, yep.
And you know what I'm about to say?
Yeah. You went to motor state and it's too big, didn't want to screw in the block for you, huh?
No, it's screwed in the block. My strap is too short.
Well, okay, that's unfortunate too. Yeah, we will send you a longer strap. That depends if we put the tab on the top or the bottom of the tube, depending on the stroke of the motor or different things. Sometimes we get confused, and yeah. So let me send you the longer strap. It's about an inch long, almost 7/8 longer.
Okay,
so
great.
That should line up nicely for you.
Yeah, that's what I had saw on Summit. Somebody had left that under review, and I just now got to putting this thing together, so it's. I could have welded something on, but they said that you would send one, so I'd rather you just send it on and I can do it the right way.
Yeah, no, we'll be happy to send it to you, and then you can bolt it on and good to go. So, yeah, no problem, man. I'll get that off for you Monday. Sorry for the confusion, but yeah, that'll make it easier for you, all right?
Okay, I appreciate it very much.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Bye. Real nice people. I didn't even purchase this. My buddy bought this 2 years ago. They didn't ask me where you got it from or anything, so thanks, Milodon.